hell's going on with Pete?
He's not himself.
This was our dream.
I asked for an equal, and this is what you find.
Sir, perhaps a new hunting ground.
Creighton wants a hunt? I'll give him one he'll never forget!
Better take him out before they find the lizard.
This gunship won't quit!
I do not want to be lizard food!
Alright guys, welcome back to another video, and this video is going to be very short, but I wanted to give you guys my final thoughts on Spider-Man 2. So, at the time of making this video, we are 5 days away. By the time this video comes out, it'll probably be about 3 to 4 days away. But I want to give you my full theory, expectation, breakdown, whatever you want to call it, right? Based on everything that we know about Spider-Man, about Miles, about Venom, and just based on how the story has gone so far from Spider-Man 1 Remastered to Miles Morales to the previews of this, I just want to put my final theory together. So, based off of Spider-Man 1, throughout the story, you have these research things that Harry has put up to help, quote unquote, as he says in Spider-Man 2, save the world, or heal the world, I guess. Throughout the times that you are doing these missions, Peter is talking about how much he misses Harry and how long it's been, and how, you know, he would kill to talk to him again and things like that. At the end of Spider-Man 1, no, first off, the final Mary Jane mission, you go into the Osborn penthouse. There's a helmet on the desk that says Glider Tech. Cool. Green Goblin is going to pop up at some point, right? She goes into the secret lab and she finds like the map for Sable, but there's a chamber in there. We already know about the chamber. At the end of Spider-Man 1, the chamber opens and we find out that Harry is in the chamber. The symbiote is attached to Harry already, right? Norman knows this, and I think one scientist knows this. And Norman puts his hand on the glass, and then the symbiote reaches out, right? Okay. Now, I forget if it was during the first Spider-Man game or during the Miles Morales game, but Miles talks about meeting Harry and getting to know him, and, you know, because Peter talks about him a lot. Well, in my opinion, number one, I think that Harry is going to start off with the Venom symbiote. Because if you've watched the Venom movies, if you know about the animated series, Spider-Man, whenever Venom pops up, Venom has healing properties, and we know that Harry is sick with the same thing that his mom was sick with and she passed from. So Venom has curing abilities. That's probably why he's attached to Harry in this chamber, as you can see. Well, he's not really attached to him right now, he's kind of just in the chamber. But at the end of Miles Morales, there's a cutscene where Norman tells them to let Harry out of the chamber because he's tired of having to wait. But the symbiote, in my opinion, is the only thing that's keeping Harry alive, I think. Because without the healing properties, then Harry would probably die because he's sick. and it's probably going rapidly. Another part of my theory is that at some point, I don't know how, at some point Peter will get the symbiote suit. From what we know about Venom, we know that Venom likes to jump from host to host because he wants to find the strongest person that can aid him and he can take over. Typically, he likes to go for stronger people, and Peter is the one with powers. So somehow, some way, he gets to Peter, and slowly but surely he starts to take over. Peter as a person starts to change. He starts to get a little more aggressive, a little more cocky, you know. And there's a new trailer that dropped where we hear MJ and Miles saying that we'll fight this together and I can snap him out of it and things like that. Which means, to me, at some point, Peter loses control. He loses control of the suit and it starts to take over. This is where my expectations video comes into play. Once Peter starts to lose control, it's only one person I feel like that can snap him out of it, and it's Miles. I think that Miles and Peter fight. I think that you have to beat the out of Peter to get him to let the suit go, because I don't think he wants to give it back or take the suit off. I think that once the suit gets to Peter, Harry is going to start to die because he don't got the suit no more, which means he doesn't have the healing properties. Maybe not, but that's why you hear Peter trying to tell Craven's hunters that he needs to catch Kirk Connors, because Kirk Connors is the only person that can save him, like save Harry. But Kirk Connors is the lizard, so you gotta turn him back into the human. You get all that, right? So I think in Peter's search to save Harry, he's losing himself, and he has to be brought back down to earth. But he don't want to give the suit up, or the suit just won't come off, to where I personally think that Harry is going to get pissed, because as you heard in the trailer, he says something like, "This was supposed to be our dream." That sounds like he's going to get upset, or he's going to get jealous. And however Peter gets rid of the suit, I think that's when it goes back to its original host, which was Harry at the time. I think the jealousy and the rage and the confusion turns him into Venom, which then makes him into the monster that he is. So it's kind of like the same thing that happens to Peter. You know how Peter gets controlled by the suit in the animated series, and in the Toby series, it's like he kind of knows what he's doing, but he doesn't. Like he has these little bursts of, "Oh damn, I didn't even mean to do that." I think that that's what happens. I think Miles is going to be the most crucial part of this whole story. Why? Because in the new trailer, Miles goes to Peter for advice on something, and Peter asks him, "Are you sure this isn't something you can handle yourself?" And then Miles says, "I'm sure." I think personally, if Peter does not die in this game, I think he will be done with being Spider-Man, because he's lost his uncle, he's lost his aunt, and in this game he could potentially lose more, or he himself could be killed. I think that he will take a step back and give Miles the reins, because if you look at the trend going from the Miles movies to Miles being in the game, to how cool Miles looking. Everybody likes Miles. Miles is clearly been given the chance to be the only Spider-Man in this universe. I think that is what is about to happen. And we saw Sandman. Shout out to Sandman. If we are allowed to fight him, like really fight him, it's not just a cutscene, it's going to be a fun fight. But I think that if Peter does not die, then then Peter will retire as Spider-Man, and Miles will be the only Spider-Man. However, in this game, there has to be at least 1 or 2 deaths, or 1 major death. And that death, I'm hoping not, because I'm hoping he can turn it around and find a cure and things like that, but that death is probably going to be Harry. I don't know this for sure. I haven't seen anything, but if you destroy Venom, the only thing that's keeping Harry alive, then I think Harry will die. I haven't seen any spoilers. I have been avoiding spoilers. I don't want to see any spoilers, but I'm going based off of what I know about Venom, about the animated series, about how Venom works and how he is. He doesn't care. Now, here's the thing, and this is my last point. If Venom gets destroyed, do I think he will be gone? The answer is no. The answer is no. Because as long as there is an inkling of him somewhere, he will not be gone. I think he will make his return. If he gets destroyed or, like cased up or whatever, like stuck in like a tube that he can't get out of. I think that is a very viable option. What would be cool is a few things that I have seen under the comments of some of these trailers. People want to know, is Venom playable? I think he should be. I think Venom should be playable because in the Ultimate Spider-Man, y'all let us use Venom. Give us the power of Venom. Even if it's for like a little bit, I would love to use Venom, bro. It would be crazy. Another thing that would be cool, they might not do it in this game. It depends on how deep they're trying to go with Venom. But in Spider-Man Web of Shadows, Venom had the ability to create more symbiote characters. And I think that they should do that in this game. Or I don't know if they did do it or not. I really don't. But that would be cool. To have to fight more versions of a symbiote. Even if it's just for a second, it would be cool. Because we know Venom to be a sadistic, lunatic, crazed symbiote. He's an alien. So he don't really care about anybody's feelings or emotions. He only wants what he wants. And that's absolute power, as he looks like he is possessing in this. But based on the trailers, based on the animated series, we know that Venom can take control of his host in different ways. The way he did it to Eddie Brock in the animated series, he fed off of Eddie Brock's anger, which made him turn into Venom versus him looking like Spider-Man. But also, Peter, grieving, depressed, confused. He now has lost Aunt May and he's still grieving that. Venom is probably going to play off of that and make him angry at the world. So he's going to turn his back on people like Miles, on MJ. He's going to be aggressive to the people that want to help him. And he got to get some shit knocked out of him. I think that that's what's going to happen. These are just my theories, my working theories that I believe will happen in Spider-Man 2. I can't wait. I can't wait, bro. I'm going to be coming out with content for the next few weeks, doing streams of side missions, things like that. I'm going to be giving you guys a full coverage, and then I'll give you my full review once we are finished with all that. But if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that noti bell for more. And I'm out. Peace.